Hi, I'm Veronica, the Math and Science Coordinator in Student Learning and Transitions here at Nipissing. Oh, what's going on with my hair? I'll fix it for the next video. So we're going to discuss what calculator you need for your course here at Nipissing University. So first tip, do not use your phone as a calculator. In other words, don't use a calculator phone. Okay, many times you're not going to be, actually not many times, at all times you will not be allowed to use your phone during quizzes, exams, and final exams, midterms, okay? If you practice your questions using your calculator phone when it comes time to test, you will not know how to use your calculator properly. So what types of calculators should you get? Well, if you're in a statistics course, a program required statistics course, like something for psychology, child and family studies, nursing, any of these kinds of social sciences where you have to take a mandatory stats course, I'm going to recommend a few different calculators. The first thing you're going to want to do is look for this NCR button on the calculator. So on this Casio, it's right here above the divide sign. Okay. If you have the NCR button, you have all of the other probability buttons that you'll need for this course, like the NPR and factorial. It's an exclamation mark. It's up here, X factorial. Okay. Here's another Casio. Here is the NCR button. You can see the NPR buttons just above it and the factorials right beside it. On this sharp, okay, the NCR buttons above the 5, the NPR buttons above the 6, and the N factorial is above the 4. Okay, if you get this type of calculator, the Texas Instrument, you're going to be looking for this PRB button. That's where all your probability buttons are, your NCR, your NPR, and your factorial sign. Now, for other courses, for example, if you're in the business program or the math program, you may want to purchase a slightly more expensive calculator. Those previous ones definitely will work. But if you anticipate that you don't like fractions, for example, or you anticipate that you're going to need to be able to use the quadratic equation, the quadratic formula, these calculators are good for that. Okay, they're not programmable. They're still just scientific calculators, and these types of calculators are allowed in your courses. Okay, I recommend this one here, this Casio. It's approximately $40. The reason I recommend it, it's the easiest to use. Okay, it's very user-friendly, this one. So our last topic in this video is graphing calculators or programmable calculators. Almost all NU courses do not allow this type of calculator. So if you're not sure if you have a graphing or programmable calculator, if you paid over $60, most likely it's one of these calculators you're not allowed to have. If you're not sure how much you paid, show your prof your calculator. If you're working in a virtual world, distance students, or you're taking a virtual course, then take a picture of your calculator, send it to your prof, and ask them. So if they have typically this programming button or it says graphic on it, it's probably not allowed for your course. So that's the end of this video. Stay tuned for part 2, where we actually learn to use some of our buttons. Take care, Lakers.